Hi, welcome to the Power of Care Spotlight. I'm Larry Moliterno with Meridian Community Care, and we're here today with Bethanie Chambers. And today the topic is going to be veterans. And one of the things that we've been really proud to do very recently is to promote you to the position of our Veterans Liaison.
Yes.
And saying that, and you are a veteran yourself.
Yes.
To say that we want to find a way to reach out to veterans because we know that they come back, the challenges that they're facing, the service that they provided for our country, they deserve the services that are available.
Absolutely. Yeah, what we've discovered in trying to do housing for veterans, first and foremost, is we've realized that there's a lot of lack of collaboration amongst agencies that are working together. And so what I began to do as a case manager is start to collaborate with other agencies, making sure that their needs were met, whether it be food, income, schooling, things like that. Having done that, I've made a lot of connections with local agencies that are able to help us in other ways. So Meridian is discovering that what we can do is we can actually reach out further and draw more people in, not just to our services, but to services across the county.
Right, and most importantly, as you said, I think it's really important that it's about providing the best service we can for these folks who are coming back, regardless of whether that's us providing it or someone else. It's how can we coordinate those services. And I'm going to assume that when people come back from serving, that initially, they have certain emotions and things that are happening to them and the reunification with families and all that. But it's sometime afterwards when some effects of trauma and those kinds of things could be seen.
Right, the stresses that are involved with not just an individual who has served, but with their entire family, with reintegration, with society, with civilian life. Military culture is very different than the rest of us. Those of us that have served were a lot more distinctly able to follow instructions better, and so what we prefer is we prefer a plan. And so when there isn't a plan, sometimes things go haywire. And
so what we do is help them come up with the plan, right?
Yeah, and we want to show them that that is possible. They can do that themselves, and what we're doing is we're just giving them the tools to utilize.
That's great. Are we seeing a lot of these individuals coming back with some of the post-traumatic stress issues?
Of course. Well, and those develop in different areas. It may be an administrative person who did some administrative work, but they were still in theater. It may be someone who was on front lines, combat-oriented. And it really just depends on the individual and how they choose to handle the stresses that are going on with them. So the PTSD, the TBI, those are things that we're having to look at and say, okay, what is it that this individual needs to address their very specific symptoms that they're having.
And I think by creating this position for you, what we wanted to say was to reach out to veterans and to partner up with the VA.
Absolutely.
And to say not only are we providing the housing for veterans that we currently do, but also those other services that you might need. You know that you have a place that you can come, whether that's for a drug and alcohol issue or whether that's for some short-term counseling for dealing with anxiety or whether that is for housing or whether it's for medical services, that you have an organization that's going to be respectful of those needs.
Of course, and we're working alongside the VA. We want to make sure that everybody knows that it's not our intent to take the place of any one of these organizations, but to truly lock arms and to be a team and minister and attract these clients into an area where they know that they're going to get the care that they deserve.
That's wonderful, and certainly we have coming up Veterans Day, and I think it's really an appropriate time for us to really take this program to the next level and to reach out to the veteran community and to the VA to say, we're here for you. We appreciate the service that you did for our country, and we want to be able to support you in any way we can. For more information on our programming for veterans, please call our main office at 330-797-0070. Thanks, Bethanie.
Thank you.